Good morning, dear heart. So here I am again, the second video today. and it's because we have started part 2 of the workbook. And part 2 of the workbook, as I said in the previous video, each has a special thought actually is how it refers to it. A special thought that one thought is going to guide the next several lessons. Okay. The first thought that we are given to go deeper into is forgiveness. Now in the last video, because if you watched at the intro to part 2, and I compared it as an invocation and compared it to the prayer of St. Francis, and I said that in the prayer of St. Francis, there's the line, where there is injury, pardon. And we start with forgiveness. So pardon and forgiveness are often thought to be the same. The difference is the pardon where there was injury is required. A Course in Miracles and forgiveness goes above that because it says there never was an injury. If there had been an injury, then a pardon, forgiveness would be required. But that is dealing in the egoic three-dimensional world where we believe injury, attack is actually possible. Forgiveness from A Course in Miracles perspective is beyond that, because it is the realization that nothing ever really occurred, because it could only, an injury that would require a pardon or an attack would only be able to have happened if we were separate from God. Everything about A Course in Miracles is telling us we are not, we are still one. And in that oneness, the injury is not possible. Okay, I hope that's clear. The first line says, forgiveness recognizes that what you thought your brother did to you has not occurred, which is what I was just explaining, because it couldn't have occurred because we are still all one, okay? This is so beautiful. I mean, the Course is, as I've said many times, is, if nothing else, it's a beautiful piece of writing, of literature, and it has so many lines in it that are so profound, so deep, and so wonderful that any one of them can really help us change all of our thought system. And one of the ones in What is Forgiveness, and I'll be going over this part for the next several days actually. We'll talk a little bit about it, but one line about forgiveness says, it merely looks and waits and judges not. And he who would not forgive must judge, for he must justify his failure to forgive. And tomorrow we'll talk about the unforgiving thoughts that are mentioned in this section, okay? Today's actual lesson, because I don't want to go too long, today's actual lesson is peace to my mind, let all my thoughts be still. Now, we completed part 1 of the workbook with the idea of peace. We completed in peace. And the lesson that we reviewed is that there is no peace except the peace of God. And here we're continuing that in a way, going, peace to my mind, let all my thoughts be still. And in the introduction to part 2, it talks about the idea that we are going to be using words less. We're going to be going more and more, deeper and deeper within that space where there is quiet, where there is stillness, and where we wait for God's voice to speak to us. So in order for that to occur, let all my thoughts be still. I am still as God created me. I am in that still space. When I wait in quiet and certainty that God will indeed speak to me, now I have placed myself where I'm going to allow that to occur. So peace to my mind, let all my thoughts be still, that I may hear the voice for God speak to me and tell me instruct me, teach me what forgiveness truly is and where I need to place it in my life. Okay? I hope this helped. I hope you are thrilled with yourself for getting to this point in your spiritual practice. Please share, please subscribe, please like, please comment, yada, 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 what I say every day. Please be here tomorrow. Namaste.